Hi Ali, this is Stephanie. Thanks so much for reaching out on my post. So in this video, I'm pretty much going to compare your website to the top competitors in your area. The three things that I'm going to go over are content, citations, and backlinks. So content is simply just the words and photos on your homepage. Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content on your homepage. So we see that you don't have a whole lot going on, so we'll definitely want to get more added. Taking a look at the top competitor, Houston, Texas Painters. They have a decent amount of content. They have probably about 1,000 words on their homepage. And then the guy in the number 2 position, which is JMP, John McDonald, he has probably about 1,000 words as well, so that's very beatable. Another thing with content is when Google is crawling your pages, they don't necessarily see the pictures and they just read what's behind them. So when we save image as, we see that it's saved as power washing. While yes, he is power washing, you'd want to get it saved as a keyword. So maybe power washing Houston. And so the next thing I want to talk to you about are citations. So when we do Painters Houston, the first thing we usually see at the top are the paid ads, but then we have the map pack and the organic section. So citations come to play in the map pack, and it's simply just your business name, your address, and your phone number listed in different directories throughout the internet, such as Yelp, White Pages, and even Facebook has a spot for that. So the tool that I like to use for that is called WhiteSpark. So it's whitespark.ca. So we look at CertaPro has 29 citations, A1 has 29, and Perfect Painters has 34. And we see that those are all your top guys. So I am not sure if you have a Google My Business listing, but if you don't, we'll get one created. If you do, get it optimized by adding photos to it. You want to add a keyword-rich content description, get your categories right, and then add 200 to 300 citations to it to beat your competition by a landslide. So the last thing I want to talk to you about are backlinks, and that's how we're going to rank in the organic section. So we'll skip past Yelp and the Home Advisor, and the first guy we see here is Houston, Texas Painters. So the tool that I like to use to check out backlinks is called Ahref, and a backlink is really just one site pointing to another site, and it pretty much is pushing power and showing Google that you're the authority. So here we see that they have 182 referring domains, giving them 509 backlinks. So here we have J. McDonald. We see that he has 25 referring domains, giving him 285 backlinks. And I do want to point out that not all backlinks are created equal. So there's trustworthy backlinks and then there's spammy ones. And Google also likes to see relative backlinks pointing to your site. So, you know, to have another painter pointing back to your website is going to be a lot more relevant than, say, you know, Pizza Hut or like a beauty store or something that's not relevant to your niche. So, not to get too technical on you, but the UR and the DR kind of represents the power and the trust. And so ideally these numbers will be double digits and they'll be pretty close to each other. So 15 and 15 or 25 and 25. So we see that some of his links are kind of spammy. So to take a look at the back end of your site, we see that you don't have any referring domains or backlinks. And I did look into the 2 keywords it says you have, but it's only one. It was just superior painting. And so you were in like the 86th position, which is still like the 10th page. So to take a look at the top keywords, so we have Painter Houston TX. There's an average of 400 searches a month. KD stands for keyword difficulty, which is how difficult it is to rank for that keyword, 0 being the easiest. CPC is the cost per click if you were to run any Google ads. And position would be what position you stand in Google for that keyword. And I believe we're looking at Jay McDonald, so he says he's in the 7th position. So there's 400 there. There's painting companies in Houston. There's 100. House painters, Houston, 150. Cabinet refinishing, Houston, 70. I don't know if you do that, but if you do, there are 70 searches. House painting contractor, 50. Painters, Houston, 150. Paint companies in Houston, 40. Painting contractors, Houston TX, 150. Houston paint contractor, another 50. So you can see that there's close to 1,000 searches a month for painters in Houston. So that's a lot of business that you'd be missing out on if you're not being found for those keywords, which we can see that you are not. So just to do a recap for you, you want to get at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content added to your home page. I would also add some back pages, some different service pages, so you could rank for other keywords such as maybe pressure washing or exterior paint or, you know, whatever services you may offer. Of course, get all the photos saved as keywords. If you don't have a GMB, I would get one made. Get it fully optimized with keywords behind your photos, keyword-rich description, and get your hours and your categories correct. And then, of course, add 200 to 300 citations so you can beat your competition by a landslide. And go ahead and get relative trustworthy backlinks pointing back to your website. That's all I have for you, Ali. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And thank you so much for watching this video.